You are now dialed in with the Dial Brothers.
What's up,
I
everybody?
think
Welcome to episode 14 of the Dialed In Show with me and Steven. How you doing, Steven?
I'm good. Better than you, I guess.
Yeah, I was just telling you this the best I've felt in over a week, but the worst I've sounded. So I sound worse than I feel. I don't feel good, but I feel better than I felt in a little minute now.
Mm. You know, I used to I forgot what city I was living in, but when I said a little minute, people were laughing. I was like, that's something I grew up saying. They're like, what's a little minute?
I guess I've never thought about it.
Yeah. I was like, a little minute. I think I said it on TV, on live TV, and they were like, what's a little minute? I'm like,
A little
a little
minute.
minute. It's a little while. It's a little minute. What y'all think? Do y'all say a little minute? Maybe it's a Southern thing. I don't know. I mean, I was in the South, but people are like,
Yeah.
what's a little minute?
Yeah, I've never thought about it. I mean, I think it reminds me of man, I don't remember the comedian who was saying it, but now he was making me a black white thing and saying how and not saying that all black people say this and that white people don't, but we'll say cut off the lights. And he was talking about his roommate. He went to college, and he was talking about his roommate was like, "How do I cut the light?" And um, something about the blinds. It was just several things that we often say.
Close the blinds. Well, close the blinds. I think you're still closing them. But yeah, it's some things that we say that's like, I get cut off the lights. You should say turn off the lights. I think close the blinds is the same though. You were still closing the blinds.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was something, and then there was another one he said, but the one that really
maybe
stood out to
shut
me was
the
he said cut
door.
off the lights.
Shut the door instead of close the door.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't.
that might have been one. Yeah. But it's like you know what I mean when I say cut the lights off,
What does it mean?
to end them, turn them off, cut it.
Oh, man, I was at an event this past weekend, and it's funny because we said, you know, if you watch the show, you need to like and subscribe and share. So I still want people to do that. But a couple of people came up to me and they said they watched the show when I posted, and they enjoy how you are not interested in what I'm talking about.
Uh,
They
I
said
don't
you don't look interested in what I be talking about.
I don't so this is somebody else who said this other than the
Yeah, yeah. So now multiple people said you do not look interested when I'm talking.
well,
You just be looking, just sitting there.
well, I mean if that's what they say they see, then I guess so.
Oh, but they say you funny, so I mean that's something.
I it's not intentional or it's not I'm interested most of the time.
You just got RBF,
What?
RBF.
A whole lot of words are running through my mind. I don't know what that stands for.
Resting.
Oh, no. No.
What you thought I was saying?
My mind started going to I was like, nah, his name was Robert F. Kennedy. And I'm like
What?
RBF. But I know what you're saying now.
What does Kennedy have to, what?
I was just trying to think of what those three letters could have meant. And first thing that came to my mind was Robert F. Kennedy or whatever his name. But you know, no, I don't know. I think a lot of the time I'm listening to what you're saying, and then it's just like, oh, okay.
Hmm. Unenthused. All right, so you know, when we're in the drive-through, how often does your order get messed up when you order something in the drive-through?
Well, to be honest, not a lot, but too much. Not a lot, but too much.
Well, AI is being tested at some fast food restaurants, and we'll look at the video and we'll discuss after.
Welcome to Wendy's. What would you like?
Can I have a chocolate frosty?
Which size for the chocolate frosty?
Medium.
One of the people commented said that AI is much nicer than regular people.
And
Basically saying you're not gonna have attitudes when you take your order.
that was the first thing I thought about. The customer service would probably be better. Well, with most people. Now, maybe some older people or people who just want to be difficult who might not understand what the AI is saying to them or I don't know. I guess they have to work out. And I don't know. I've not used it, but
I've done it once.
if how easy is it to change your order if you want to change it? I don't know how that works.
Well, and then the question I instantly had is, I mean, depending on what regions of the country you're in, it may not understand what the person is saying.
Mhm. I think in time it'll get better once it learns more voices and stuff. That's just like, how does Siri understand me, understand you, understand?
And Siri still may not understand some people with certain dialects, or
Maybe,
just don't open their mouth when they talk.
maybe. I obviously AI. Well, maybe eventually it can. Maybe in some ways it can now. Um, Obviously there's real people who are back there cooking and fixing the food, but
Mhm.
this making at least a couple people lose their job.
Right, right. And this comes at a time where, we've had this conversation. People were talking about raising minimum wage. Companies may say, okay, I'll raise it, but we're going to eliminate a couple jobs too. I
Yeah.
think it'll be good, but like you said, changing orders, that may be a little problem. I mean, you may have to change the order at the window, or
Because think
I mean,
about this.
some people have.
If now see when y'all when we go places or even on the phone, Steven puts on his reporter voice. So
No, I don't.
I
I
don't
do
think
not.
I don't think the AI in the drive through would have a problem understanding Steven. But
I don't do that.
okay. But
I don't.
whenever I'm talking, I talk just like normal. So if I think if I was talking and I might say, wait a minute, like would it understand, wait a minute? Like I don't know. Or would it be like, excuse me?
What you gonna say? Wait a minute. To do what?
Like to get ready to change my order, be like, wait a minute, I don't want that. I will you know what I'm saying? If I'm saying it like too fast, it might be like, oh, okay, you want a number three? Like, no.
As I say, it's gonna take some learning to do. But so people in the comments are saying, of course, the interaction would be nicer. You ain't gonna have nobody with an attitude. But someone said what you said. There goes another few jobs. I
Mhm.
mean, that can phase it out. Someone said it wastes so much time because it was a little like, it's trying to process. So taking the order may be a little longer. Could be.
Could be.
Uh,
And they've already for
and
years
you've
have
never
had
done
like
it.
the
I've been,
kiosk.
I've been to I've been to two places that have I've done that before.
No. I'm just saying
Yeah,
like if you go in a restaurant and you don't talk to anybody, you just do it on the
yeah,
kiosk
the
thing.
kiosk. Yeah,
I actually kind of like that because I don't necessarily want to talk to anybody anyway, and I could just see exactly what I'm getting. You see how much it costs and all that kind of stuff. It's just I don't mind that, but
okay. So you're pro AI for, um, I guess, food orders type thing.
sure, sure. Now people gonna say yeah, it's taking a job away and shouldn't be.
I mean,
In,
that's not what we're talking about. We're just saying, do you like that mode of placing your order?
yeah, because especially depending on what side of town you on, customer service is different. So
Hmm. What do you mean, Micah?
you trying to instigate something?
You brought it up.
I just made a statement. I mean,
Okay,
unless you're at Chick-fil-A, customer service is not the same everywhere. And
it's
so,
not.
huh?
I said it's not.
Yeah,
So you're saying
so
Chick-fil-A in the hood is still better customer service than another restaurant?
you said Chick-fil-A in the hood, customer service is better than
It's
another
still
restaurant.
better. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Chick-fil-A demands a different standard. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Here lately, I've been a little perturbed at them not telling me
Mm.
my pleasure.
That is not. Oh my god! What does that do for you?
It's a tradition. So they need to stick with the tradition. Some of them now, a lot of them still say it, but every now
Is
and
your
then, I
order
be
right
want to say
and hot? That's all that matters.
you forgetting something.
My pleasure don't make your food taste any better.
It does to me. I don't
It
like the
doesn't.
other restaurants have copied that though. You have
They ain't trademark my
I
pleasure.
know I'm just saying that's they thing. Come
Yeah,
up with
I've
something
heard it.
else. Say my delight or something.
Maybe they used to work at Chick-fil-A and it's just in their brain.
Man, and we're gonna get off this subject because we've been on this for a little minute. But it was a girl went to high school with who worked at Chick-fil-A, and we used to mess with her a little bit. We would intentionally walk into a building a certain type of way to where she would have to open the door before us, and we would say thank you, and she would say my pleasure. Like at school, anytime you say thank you to her,
Yeah,
say
it's
my
kind of
pleasure.
brainwashed in your head. I
Yeah.
mean, if you say it every day. So in the era of people wearing wigs, I mean, men have they call it units and things. Uh, in the era of people wearing other people's hair, um, this video that I picked it because, and I don't know if the caption is very accurate. It was saying, I think grandma has cancer or something, but
Mhm.
the granddaughter was telling her granddad, Nana is trying on wigs, be really nice.
Mhm.
Look at his response.
Anna's trying on her new wigs and be encouraging.
She's trying on wings?
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, look at that. I don't believe I like that. You know, you look like Willie Nelson.
Man, I'm just glad that Grandpa was honest. He
He said, I don't like that.
yeah, because he said you could have got a whole lot of other wigs. You want to wear a wig, that's fine, but you looking like Sacagawea or whatever.
I thought he was gonna say something like that. He said she like Willie Nelson.
Yeah,
Oh man. Someone said he couldn't even pretend. Like you said, at least he was, but you could tell that they probably have a good relationship because she just laughed too. Like
yeah,
it
yeah.
it, it was
And in moments like that, what she was going through, she probably needed the laugh, so it was
yeah.
funny. Yeah,
I thought it was pretty funny.
but I agree, Grandma needed to get a different wig. That,
Maybe they were just playing good joke on him
oh yeah, I
because
hope so.
that wig, I mean, it didn't even match her like
Mm-mm,
nothing. Like it,
mm-mm.
maybe if it was gray,
Maybe it was just too. It was too black, too long, too.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, nah. Grandma, go get you another wig. Hey, there's people that can help you get another one. So, but yeah, I
Oh
think she
man,
just did that to be funny. I hope
yeah.
so, at least. 'Cause that was
Oh,
nice.
either way, she laughed it off, so that's the good thing. Like it wasn't awkward or her starting to cry. I mean, I would hope that wouldn't have been posted if she did get sad. Actually, but I thought it was funny.
Would you ever wear a wig, a unit, a toupee?
Nah, nah. I'm gonna be going ball soon. I'm in my LeBron era.
I was about to bring him up because I saw a
He
video
lost.
yesterday, but I wasn't about to bring him up. So I ain't
He lost. This season is over.
gonna.
It
Good.
was rumors. Well, sources say so. LeBron's son, Bronny. LeBron's goal is to
Play
play
with
with
his
his
son.
son before he retires. That ain't that many years left in LeBron's tank, right? So Bronny, who was at the University of Southern California, I mean, this is my personal opinion. He's not ready for the NBA. He needs to go to a school where he can actually get some playing time, and put up points. He barely got points at Southern Cal. So he's open to entering the draft, but he's also considering just transferring to another school. I saw it to say early this morning there was some reports saying the Lakers appear interested in drafting Bronny so that LeBron can stay and play with Bronny. Eh. And then I also saw someone else say this is LeBron's last game in a Lakers jersey. But I mean,
Yeah, okay.
I'm all for him wanting to accomplish that goal, but I don't like the fact that okay, so the team's just gonna draft Bronny just to have LeBron. Because I mean, I just don't think Bronny's ready. That's my personal opinion.
You done.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you on the first part that if he's not good enough, that's a waste. Not that they're gonna pay him top dollar, but that's a waste of
Yeah.
money. That's a waste of go get somebody else who because at
And
that
that,
point to me,
yeah.
y'all don't care about winning.
Hmm.
Should only get somebody because you want to win. But then the other part of it, what you said, and it's probably not even true, but that somebody made a comment that this could be that could have been his last game in the Lakers jersey. Are you implying that he might go somewhere else?
Hmm.
Man,
Oh, you really gonna be done with him if he go to another
I
team, huh?
already am not, as a basketball player, am not a LeBron James fan. But if he did that, oh man, all y'all full of y'all selves. If y'all go follow him wherever he go, that's man, nah.
So if he go to another team, you really done with him.
Yes, because now you being a garden tool, LeBron.
Oh,
That's
Shaq went to multiple teams after being on the Lakers for a long time.
that's different. You said Shaq, right?
Yeah,
You know Shaq as a Laker. That
yeah.
his Shaq's a Laker. Now,
But he went to about 3 other teams.
I know, but I don't mind ain't my time at that. Shaq's a Laker. You can't
He is.
say LeBron is a anything. He moved too much. Is you can't say, oh, he a Miami Heat, or he a Cleveland Cavalier, or he ain't.
Depending on what era you watched him,
Nah, that's all, man. If he
No,
does that, I'm for real.
I don't think he's leaving the Lakers. Their coach is gonna get fired. I don't think he's leaving the Lakers, but I'm not, and I get it. You want to play with your son. I get that. Totally get that. Not opposed to that. I just don't think Bronny is ready. And some of it's not Bronny's fault. I mean, he's the son of LeBron James, the oldest son. He has a lot of pressure on him.
They say he might just
Because-
not be good enough.
right.
What was
But or ready yet. I don't mean he's gonna suck.
he's
I
probably
don't know.
never gonna be what people expected him to be.
Oh yeah, yeah. And like I said, I think the other son is better anyway. But hey,
This is all you LeBron lovers. Yeah, this is all very selfish of LeBron James.
what's selfish?
LeBron needs to sit down.
I agree.
You being selfish to your
But
team.
he's still playing. I mean, he's still producing. He's not like being a hindrance to his team.
Well,
He's
he
still
ain't
putting up
help.
points.
He ain't this LeBron effect that he had in Miami and in Cleveland. Obviously, he
They
ain't
won
got it
in
no more.
2020.
Huh?
They won in 2020.
Huh?
They won in 2020. The Lakers.
Okay, but we talking about now.
Yeah.
Like, sit down. You old. How many rings he got?
5 or 4.
Okay, you can't be satisfied.
What do you won 2 in Miami, 1 in Cleveland, and 1 in LA? That could be right.
So you can't be satisfied. Like, there ought to be somebody, Savannah, who has a podcast come out yesterday, today, something. She ought to tell him, Bron.
How you know she hasn't?
She probably hasn't. Bron, come on, man. You had a good run. Sit down. Like, I don't understand this idea of going out losing. That's stupid to
Yeah,
me.
I believe you're supposed to leave on top.
Yeah,
You're supposed to leave on top.
that's so stupid.
I
And
mean,
Bron, you don't know when your last day gonna be. Hey,
what that mean?
no, I'm saying, like Kobe, and say, man, go enjoy your life. You ain't doing nothing but losing games. Go enjoy your life. Because you can't tell me he happy right now.
He's happy that he's still able to play at a high level.
But he
I mean,
wants
he's
to
been in the league-
win.
Yes. And he won it all 4 years ago.
So how many years does it take for him to realize, you know what? Maybe I just ain't got it no more. Or
It's not. I ain't got it. It's
or you say my team don't have it.
yeah, and so he might go to another team. I don't think he's gonna leave, but I'm just saying.
Okay, then leave, and you only got 2 more years in the tank.
Mm-hmm.
He must gonna go to a team that as soon as he get there, they gonna win.
Yeah, he could be the missing link.
Well, oh, man, I can't say. He's a ring.
Well, winners should be ring blanks. I mean, what do you mean? You want to win the most?
But to me,
What?
where's
Kobe
the loyalty
Kobe had
though?
5, Jordan had 6.
I'm saying, where's the loyalty? Where's the me and my team are going
That's
to
not a
win?
thing. That's not a thing anymore.
Like, he just, oh no, I'm just gonna go wherever I can get a ring.
Yeah. Would you not do that?
I don't think so. Like, what?
If you care about winning, why not?
How about me and my team win?
You ain't loyal to this franchise because they can replace you just like that.
They could. They could.
So why you got to be loyal to the franchise?
But it's just, I guess that don't matter anymore.
It doesn't.
That's
It's
a
just
shame.
not anymore.
What is-
There's rumors. I don't believe this. There's rumors that the Hawks may be trying to like blow everything up and start again, like trying to trade Trey. I don't think that's gonna happen.
What are you teaching your children, LeBron?
That's different. That's not that type of loyalty anymore. That's a different type of loyalty to a team. That's different.
It's not just see. That's the thing. He don't care nothing about the community, the fans.
Don't say you don't care about the community because he does stuff.
That's not what I mean. I'm not talking about the
That's
community
what
in
you
philanthropic ways. That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
I'm talking about as far as pride in their team. Because he'll
Mhm.
leave you. He'll leave you.
You act like he'll leave in a year.
Obviously, LeBron has proven himself to be a "what have you done for me lately" type of person.
That's what fans do. What have you done for us lately?
But that's
What do
different.
you mean?
You getting paid to perform.
I'm pissed at the Braves right now. They won 3 years ago. Like, so it is what have you done for me lately on the fan side too.
But that's different.
So why can't a player say what have you done for me lately?
That's different because you being paid
How is
to
that different?
perform.
Okay.
So fans should expect you to do your best.
And he is doing his best.
Well,
You still need other
exactly.
people to help you.
So that means it's time for you to sit down now, Bron. But okay.
Oh wow.
How did we even get on about his hair, his lack of hair? But
Yeah. When I go get my haircut, I tell my barber I want the Kobe. This is the Kobe.
The fake bald?
The low cut, yeah. I gotta salvage what little hair I have left.
I just wonder why at this point he could have done got some hair put in his head or something. If he want hair that bad. Why he cares so much? Just cut it off.
Some people don't want to go bald. Just cut your hair off.
I'm just saying if I and the reason yesterday he was on something with his wife and he said something about his hair and he did like, this is my, why are you bringing attention to your head? You know you going bald. But either way.
All right. Going back on topic. So now this next video is just weird. Like I know people have weird things that they like to eat. Look.
Don't eat it. I don't. Ma, you need to go on that show, My Strange Addiction. Oh, my savior. But you ain't going to eat nothing else. My Strange Addiction. Ma, you really in the people restaurant eating cornstarch?
I don't care nothing about it. They didn't buy it.
I shouldn't buy you cornstarch for your birthday. That don't make
This room too big. She can't do her usual.
Why is she eating cornstarch?
I've never eaten it, so I don't know what it tastes like.
Why did someone gift her cornstarch?
Her
That was in
daughter.
a gift box.
Her daughter
It
gave
was
her that.
3 things of cornstarch. She took out that spoon and she licked the wrapper.
Yeah, I think what was embarrassing, and her daughter in the video said, I should never give it to you at the restaurant. Why is she eating it at a restaurant? Like, I guess they went out to eat for her birthday. But man, like I said, I don't know what it tastes like, so I can't judge it because I don't know what it tastes like. Now, if it's like baking soda or powder or something, if that's what it tastes like, then yeah, that's weird. But I don't know what it tastes like.
I was trying to search for comments to talk about it. Like they turn the comments off or something. It was weird. And the daughter even said, "My strange addiction." Like,
yeah.
I just, so she just eating spoonfuls of cornstarch. That's weird. That is really.
Yeah, I mean,
weird.
it's probably is weird. I'm just saying I don't know what it tastes like, so I can't really judge it because
Why don't you try it and report back?
if I be around some, sure I'd try. Because I don't know what it tastes like. It's just like, well, I guess I do know what sugar tastes like. I would say if you was eating
That's not sugar. Sugar is sweet.
confectioner's sugar, powdered sugar, but yeah,
That's still sweet. You know, sugar is sweet.
Yeah, I would imagine
That's like eating a
cornstarch
spoon.
is probably kind of bitter. I would imagine.
That's like eating flour,
Mm. Well,
baking soda.
yeah, but she obviously really likes it if her daughter got that for her birthday.
She got her 3 containers of it and put it in a gift box.
It could have the opposite effect. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she probably constipated. Like,
They were at a restaurant. Like, why? Yeah, like, why did you? I don't. Yeah, I don't get it. Going back to sports, everyone was pretty happy with this. So Reggie Bush got his 2005 Heisman Trophy back. You may
good for
remember
him.
his trophy was taken due to some financial things, but now that times have changed, basically that the Heisman Trophy people are saying, well, players get paid now, so we're gonna let him have his trophy back.
You wait on a response from me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I think yeah, I mean, it's great. I think that obviously it was some malarkey uh when they took it from him because he wasn't the only person getting money.
Right. Everybody was. Everybody
So
was.
one could
Yeah.
say that it was other motives behind it, perhaps back then.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I think it's good that they've tried to right a wrong because, like you said,
Mhm.
now players are publicly, like, it's accepted that
Yeah.
players get money. College
Mhm.
athletes get money. So I mean, I'm glad he got it back, but to be honest with
Yeah.
you, I don't know. Some people may disagree with me on this. Uh, if I was him at this point,
You wouldn't want it
I
back.
don't think I
Why
would want
not?
it back.
And the thing is, and I don't know if you pay attention, but they have like the Heisman House commercials that air during the football
People say
season.
he not in
Like
on
someone
them.
said, I know, but I'm saying someone was like he should be in those commercials now. Like
Mhm,
he should get the due that what everything that comes with it.
mhm.
So you saying since 2005, you wouldn't take the trophy back?
Don't doo-doo on me and then 15 whatever years later, you want to say, oh, because the environment has changed. We sorry, we'll give it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't want your trophy that bad. Like,
But you do want the trophy. You
not
worked
anymore.
hard for that trophy. It says you're the best player in college football that year.
Right. But college football turned its back on me. So
Well, they turned your back on you because they said you broke the rules.
me and everybody else did.
I
So
agree with that.
Reggie Bush, I'm sure, could have told them, you know what? The guy who won last year in
But
the
they
year
probably they just
before,
didn't get caught.
right? They didn't get caught, but I'm just
On cheating
saying
if you get caught.
I don't want your trophy that bad. Like, it's all good. We don't. I mean,
Wow.
nah, it's all good because it's. I'm just not about to. You just not about to control my up or down like that. Like, no.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
I mean, he still went to the NFL. He has a job now at Fox doing, commentating. I mean, so he's still successful. It's not like it made him not successful.
It probably it didn't help him. Like, okay, like you said in the commercials and stuff, he didn't get the same
Mhm.
exposure that other
Mhm.
recipients have gotten. So, like I said, if it were me, I would just be like, "Thank you, but no, thank you." And my thank you, but
Really?
no, thank you would have been very public. It'd been,
Really?
yeah. It'd be like, "Oh, y'all funny. You think I
Hmm.
want this trophy back? You better reinstate me." Now, I saw something that said now USC or whatever has the most Heisman Trophy winners is number 8, and whatever other school has 7. They were saying with him being
Hmm.
reinstated, they now have the
Yeah.
most. Um,
Yeah. Because you remember Caleb Williams just won the Heisman. not too long ago who just got drafted, first round pick to the Chicago Bears. So he was at the same school. But yeah, so I mean, I would have took the trophy back. Yeah, will you have some personal beef with? I mean, it's probably how many of those people are on the same board? You know what I'm saying? Like
Different staff.
it's not the same people. I mean, it might be, but I'm just saying. I understand not forgetting, but I would still forgive because you got the trophy back.
Oh, okay. This was me. I go to work, get on Fox, whatever, have just a little 60-second. I appreciate everybody. I don't know how they do it. They vote or whatever. Who in 2005 voted for me to win? I appreciate Heisman. Blah blah blah. But I respectfully decline receiving the trophy back. Y'all didn't want me to have it, so we good.
They had a reason for not wanting him to have it.
Okay, but
You're
what I'm
dying.
saying is, if that's the case, there's so much stuff in
Yes,
America that
they did not get caught. That's what you're not
no.
understanding.
I'm talking people
I
who
think he
did.
should have had a trophy. Let me say that on the record. What I'm saying is
Man,
they got caught.
yeah.
So I'm saying you're mad at the people who took it. They had grounds to take it.
Okay, I guess this is what I'm saying. And I know you said he still became successful.
In my opinion.
They can't give him back what he potentially lost, is what I'm saying.
I agree with that. I agree
So
with that.
you giving me a trophy, brother, get on somewhere. That's
So Michael would not have taken the trophy back. I would have taken it back. I would have just still felt some type of way.
that's like
You can
somebody
feel some type of way and still take the trophy back.
That's like somebody who was put in jail for something that at the time was illegal and now it's not. And it's been 15 years. And they said, oh, well, we're going to give you your rights back. All right, thanks. But where my money? Where my time that you can't give me back? Like you.
Yeah, but jail and the Heisman Trophy are two different things, man.
I'm just saying we don't know what he didn't get because of that. He could have
It's not the
lost
same as
jobs. He could have
jail,
lost
though.
all kind of stuff.
Ain't the same as jail, though.
No, I was just using it as an example of something being taken from somebody and then somebody trying to right a wrong. But
yeah,
you just giving me a piece of paper or a trophy. Give me some money. Give me some money. Now
I guarantee he's about to do a Heisman House commercials. That's money.
Give me back pay.
You can't estimate what he lost.
Okay. I'm assuming do they get paid for them commercials?
Yeah.
Okay. Go back. How much you paid these other people all these years and give me that money?
But that commercial is an ad for I think a car dealership. I forgot which one. That's not their fault.
I know, but
I mean,
I'm
it's for a car
saying
brand.
I'm just saying
who the car brand is the one doing the ad. They're not going to go back and pay. That's not their fault.
But I'm saying either way, I don't want no trophy because that does not give me back what you stole from me.
I'll still take trophy back.
Oh, okay. Well,
you can feel some type of way and still take the trophy back.
Because at the end of the day, whether they gave the trophy back or not, whether they the 2005 Heisman Trophy winner was Reggie Bush.
Correct.
Period. So
yeah. So regardless if they take trophy back or not, everybody knows 2005 was Reggie Bush.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I don't need see y'all about to get all this praise like, oh yeah, you right or wrong and all this kind of stuff. No, I ain't about to give y'all that benefit. Nah.
I get part of what you're saying. I'm just saying I still would have took the trophy back.
Okay. Well, tell them you would tell them send it to me in the mail. Blah blah blah. I said
no. They had a big show. Like he walked in, and it was
but that's a bunch of mess.
Heisman winners.
Now I would have said if y'all want USC
you
wants
wanted
it,
a ceremony. You wanted a ceremony, huh?
No, I don't want nothing. I said if USC wants it, send it to them.
Mhm.
They can have it. Like, but I don't want it.
Oh, wow.
I don't want it. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No,
Wow.
thank you. How you feel about your private information being sold and you ain't know anything about it?
It probably happens every day.
Yeah.
But you said, how do I feel? I mean, yeah, it's not right, but it likely happens every day.
This wasn't necessarily part of our why is Maya calling me? This probably she didn't even figure out what to say. Oh, TikTok. This wasn't what we was about to talk about, but you think TikTok gonna get banned?
No, they're gonna sell.
You think so?
They got too much of a. They have too much money at stake in the United States to not say, all right, let's figure this out. Now they're saying they're not going to, but
Because they're not just in
and the
the
thing
US.
is,
So
again, miscommunication. They do not have to sell to a United States company.
it just can't
That
be
is
China.
not.
It just can't be a
That
China
is
country.
not true. Correct.
Yeah.
I just think it's too much money at stake for them to say, all right, we'll get banned. Like I just don't see it.
But
There now, TikTok is betting on all of these users being pissed at lawmakers. I think that's going to backfire. I
yeah,
don't
I don't
think
think that's gonna work.
because I mean, you can. Granted, some people may not prefer Instagram or whatever, but you can do the same thing on other platforms if it really comes down to it.
Yeah.
And if you got a following, people are going to follow you. So,
This wouldn't be the first platform to fizzle out.
right.
So it would be okay. Now there's a lot of people who make a living off TikTok and who will be very
Yeah.
upset about saying they would be okay.
Right.
But
I'm saying if they have a following, people will follow them to another space. Is what I'm saying.
yeah,
It happened with I follow people that I followed on Vine that are on Instagram now.
I haven't heard of Vine in a long time.
I used to love Vine, but man, that was crazy. It's crazy, and it shows how talented people are. Well, Vine was 6 seconds or 8 seconds,
I
but
don't
it was
remember.
less than 10 seconds, and it was some funny videos in that short amount of time. Like I'm not that creative to do something like that. Like it's people who made a living off of. I mean, Brandon Armstrong, who I used to go to school with, like off of these less than 10-second videos. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think TikTok's gonna sell. That's just me. I don't think they're gonna sell.
So you think it's gonna get banned?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Because let's just say China really is involved.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are involved. What do you mean? Like that part's not a lie. If you have a business, you have to share data with the
Well,
government.
but
That's not a lie.
the CEO of TikTok has never confirmed that in that way. He keeps saying China.
They have safeguards and yada yada yada.
Yeah, he keeps saying they not like beholden to China, and China's not controlling
It
them.
might not be beholden to China, but they are required to share information.
So, okay, well, let me ask you this, and I mean, this is asking you, I guess, a political question that I don't know if you want to answer. Do you agree with really Republicans and Democrats that China getting our
The-
information however they're getting it is a bad thing?
I would say the thing is what do you believe first? Like if you believe the information that politicians have been briefed on, then yeah, you're gonna say, all right, we don't need to fool with this organization. If you believe the information that the lawmakers have been briefed on is accurate.
So you think it might not be true?
No, what I'm saying is you should be okay with this legislation
Oh,
if you agree. All of our lawmakers have been briefed, and some of the stuff that has been briefed they can't talk about, and some they can talk about. And if Republicans and Democrats believe that this is legitimate information,
you saying the fact
right?
that, especially given the current political climate,
Yeah,
the fact that Republicans and
this
Democrats are
wasn't just
agreeing
one
on something,
side. Yeah, this wasn't just one side saying
yeah,
so. I mean, I think there's some there if Republicans and Democrats are voting for this. Now, some Republicans voted against it because it was tied to Ukraine funding and other funding, so they voted against it. But multiple people are for the ban. So, yeah. I mean, you went off topic of what we were talking about with privacy. The FCC fined Verizon and AT&T and other major carriers nearly $200 million for sharing customer data without customers knowing. That's a slap on the wrist. Like when these big numbers come out, when you really dwindle it down, like these companies still are making so much that is that really impactful? $200 million to multiple companies because they shared your information and didn't tell you. Like, think about it, like Wells Fargo, all these banks and people who have done things, they get fined and then they just find another way to do something.
Yeah. Well,
So, like, is that a punishment? Is that a real punishment?
yeah. I don't know. So you saying it's not enough? Fine should be
No, I'm
higher.
saying, is that a real punishment? Is that going to be impactful?
I don't know. I think especially now, or maybe it should have been $200 million each company, like each, not total. But I don't know. That's. I think, and who you sold my information to? Like, did you sell it to McDonald's or you sold it to China? Like, that to me, it make a
And
difference.
it
Who did you
depends on
sell it
what
to?
the information is. Like, what's the information? Your birth date? Like, what's the information?
Man,
Your
really,
credit score, or what is it?
really nothing. All of our information is all over the place. It's
Correct.
is even your text messages and
Yeah.
yeah. So um, whatever you have that's private is not private.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So
I agree.
yeah.
All right. In entertainment news, there is I call it a new Lion King movie, but y'all get what I'm saying. So the trailer this week came out for a movie called Mufasa. It includes some of the past actors like Donald Glover and others, and Beyonce, who was already on it. But Blue Ivy has also been named as one of the voice actors for this. It's Disney's new Lion King prequel titled Mufasa. Are you going to watch the movie?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't think I watched the other one though.
Oh, you talking
I
about
might
like
need to go back and
yeah, it
watch
was
the other one.
good.
Yeah.
Now the Beehive is gonna come for me. Um,
Are you saying Blue is only getting the job because her mom?
well, that's true, but Blue's not that talented to me.
She's still young.
Yeah, so she shouldn't be up
I
there.
know you're kind of. It's kind of like a Bronny situation. People are expecting her to be talented because her mom is talented, expecting a certain level, but she's still young.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying she shouldn't be up there then. Like,
She's playing a child's role. Like, this is like just voice. I think. I don't think she's saying.
but I think there are some kids who really truly are talented. Like,
Yeah.
and so to me, it should be she for real can sing or dance. I'm not even just talking about this movie. I'm talking about when she
Mhm.
be at the concerts and stuff, and they be showing the
Oh,
clips.
she's gotten way better
She's gotten way better, but
than what it was at the beginning.
it's still like, okay, at this point, that's not cute. Like, she too tall and stuff for that. Like, that ain't.
What?
I'm saying, like, she too big now. It's not cute. It's just like, and
She's
then,
also getting older.
then she looked like her daddy.
It's her daddy.
I'm glad, but yeah,
Oh my god.
um,
What?
but yeah, and I love
Mhm.
Beyonce. Or well, now the society is just, in particular, Christian society is just so I don't know what I'm looking for. So I don't know. Critical. And I guess it's always
Mhm.
been critical, but I mean, like,
It has.
critical about every little thing seeming like now. But either way, because there's a whole group of people that feel as if Christians shouldn't like Beyonce, but that's a whole
Look,
conversation.
I'm dealing my own. We've been recently, and maybe we'll talk about this another day. The whole like people denouncing their Greek organization. It is. I shared a post from a frat brother who said it spot on. It's just it's getting out of hand.
Look, it's funny you bring that up. I watched a whole hour-long interview about it last night. I mean, listen, have you ever watched any of these videos?
Yes, I have. I've watched at least 2 with you.
Oh yeah. I mean, some of these people, like the one I watched last night, this was the first one where she really like made me like, huh.
Man, don't let me now I gotta read part of this post. This all I'm saying. Think about and I know this is the instant reaction for a lot of people, which I'll go further than this. Think about how many preachers or people involved, religious leaders that are in fraternities and sororities. Like, so are they? So they're putting their organization above God. Like, so my frat brother, I don't even know this guy. His name is well, his profile name is Musa Gerard. But he said, "I'm an alpha. I worship no Greek gods. I don't worship pyramid. Yada yada yada." Then he said, "Sometimes the mystique of Black Greek life lends itself to stories told by different groups of people." He lists that. And then this is the part that got me for him. He said, "Denouncers who didn't know their God before they crossed don't always know after. People pledge allegiances to inanimate objects all the time, but pledging your life to service, brotherhood, sisterhood, or tenets of being a good human being somehow interpreted as demonic, I don't understand." Like, that's a whole nother episode for another day. I just because after I shared that post, I saw I assume she's a pastor, a female pastor, talking about her and another church member recently denouncing because she was saying, how can I tell y'all the church to be, not put things before you when I put things before me. I just
Okay, I guess my biggest question, and you just have to answer it on here.
everybody is denouncing for different reasons, but the reason that I have issue with is when some people say, "Oh, I did it to be closer to God," like it is your choice if you make your organization bigger than God. That ain't got nothing to do with the organization. That's my opinion.
Like I said, main question I have, and like I said, you can answer off air if you want to. Is some of the people I've seen in videos say
Mhm.
that going back to the origin of some of these fraternities and sororities, that there's some tie or whatever to Greek gods. Is that true? Like, is and like maybe you can answer that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying are some things like mentioned like with Delta, you hear the word Minerva, with like
That's the one
Alpha,
I saw last
your
night.
pyramids and stuff. Like, okay, it's tied to those things. That don't mean you're worshiping those things. That's just it is Greek letters. So some of the background, yeah, is Greek backgrounds. Like, but what does that have to do with me worshiping God still? Like, that's what I'm not understanding. Like, what does that have to do with it?
Plus you're biased because you in one, but
No, I'm trying to look at it from a different lens. At what point, like I just had an Alpha Greek picnic this past week. Like, at what point is okay, so someone who loves Beyonce, someone who loves the Lakers, like, okay, so is that their God? Like, because they're diehard, they got a Lakers tattoo. So is that them putting the Lakers before God? I just don't get this recent trend of people leaving Greek organizations saying, "Oh, it wasn't of God." And then people getting caught up in these rituals. Like, how many things we do that's a ritual? Communion is a ritual. If you want to be real about it.
well,
No, is that
well,
not
I'm
a
saying, but that's
Christian
different.
ritual?
Jesus said to do that. That's
I'm
different.
saying it's a ritual. We eating his body and spilled blood. That's a ritual.
I'm saying, but That's different. Jesus said to do. He said, "Do this as often as you can in remembrance." That's different. You can't use that as an example. That's different.
It is a ritual, though. I'm just saying,
Yeah, but
so
that's different.
people are getting freaked out about, oh, I saw candles and lights. It's like, oh my god,
I was
don't get it.
like I said.
And I know you're not Greek. It's just weird to me, man. Like, so all of these religious people who are Greek, you're saying, I think I take it personally because it's like, so you're saying I'm not of God because I happen to be in an organization. I think, now, do some people make their organization their life? Yes. And that's a problem that they need to deal with. But saying, oh, this is affecting my relationship with Christ, I don't buy it.
Yeah, okay. And
I've tried to be very polite about it on social media. We had someone who I went to college with who recently made a post. What you do is your decision. That's fine. I just don't like in my opinion, the tone that it gives off of. Okay, so what you saying? I don't love God because I'm still in it, and you got out of it. I just don't. I don't. Mm-mm.
It's an interesting conversation to me, just because I
And it's like a trend now. I shared a post. They had a conference. I don't know if it already passed yet. They were having a denouncing conference in Oklahoma. And it was like hosted by a denounced Delta, denounced Omega, and a denounced AKA, I think.
I guess just from my perspective, you're in one. You're my brother. Dad was in one. Mom isn't. So, like, I know people close to me who are in them. People close to me who are not in them. Is it's just interesting to me, especially the one I watched last night. The way she broke it down, it was like, oh,
Well, shoot, you can what Jay-Z had a line in one of his songs. He said, like basically he said, I can sell fire in hell, and like okay, yeah, if someone is eloquent in words things, right, you can believe that the dang sky is green, even though it's blue all day, it's green.
no.
Like, so
I guess look, and this is like you said, we need a whole episode for just this. It's just certain things that I've not ever, and it's just me. So don't you or anybody in comments shoot me. And I'm not saying I'm for it one way or the other. It's
I just don't like the religious part.
It's just there's been
bull.
certain issues that have been raised by these denouncers that I've not seen anybody in a Greek organization
Refute. But what I'm saying is,
refute
okay, like
well
you just
enough to
asked,
me.
like you just asked, okay, does it have Greek ties? It's a Greek letter organization.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, some of it is Greek. What does that have to do with anything? Is what I'm saying. Like, okay, like,
Okay, look, and we're gonna wrap
I'm
up.
not getting the point.
We're gonna wrap up. Going back to because my biggest thing was always if you're not putting it before God, then it shouldn't matter. I've seen other people, but the girl last night, the woman last night, she said when she brought up oaths, rituals, and something else, and they brought up scripture where it says that if you confess with your mouth, believe in your heart that Jesus is the Son of God, blah blah blah. Basically, saying that certain things and well, I shouldn't say it, but I vividly remember Dad singing a song, and
You talking about all my love, my peace, and happiness?
yeah, okay.
Okay, that don't mean literally. Oh my god.
No, so I guess what I'm saying
No,
is
I'm saying, okay, if you say we sing, everybody sings the song, but and I'll throw a little shade here. Everybody
I
sings
know
a
what
song
you
to
about
God
to
is
say
forever
about
because it
Alpha.
spells Alpha, but whatever. All my love, my peace, and happiness, I give to Alpha. Okay, like, and what does Alpha do? Okay, go to high school, go to college, Project Alpha, of those people's hope. Okay, you're giving all of that to a service organization like that is helping people. So like that don't mean I don't like God. I think that's what I take offense with. That does not mean so Martin Luther King in hell right now then.
Nah, I don't think
Come
that's what
Martin
they
Luther King to
saying.
Alpha. No. So his walk with God was not right because he pledged Alpha before he became a pastor.
No, I don't think that's what they saying. I don't think.
Jesse Jackson going to hell because he Omega.
And I'm
I just don't get it.
I'm being devil's
Let me
advocate
stop
here.
before I get in trouble.
Because she even brought up in this, for me, kind of hit home a little bit more. But you have to watch it, and you have to watch it with
I'll watch it. I've watched them. Some of
open
these.
minded. She said even
If I'm
until
watching it, that's me being open minded.
she said even until death there are rituals. She said at your casket there are rituals, and I thought about
Yeah, we did one for
that's what I
Dad.
thought about,
Yeah.
and
You saw it.
yeah.
What did you and in that, what did you see that you said, I don't know if we should be doing this?
Well, I mean, I think it's all dependent.
They said some words, they blew out a candle, they turned off a light. Like
I think it's we, and this might make me sound bad. I think some of us are literalists when it comes to the Bible. That you know, we
okay.
take it word for
You
word.
know what? You know what? All right, so they should take everything word for word then. So all right,
I know where you're going
should
with that. I feel you. You can't pick and
you
choose.
should cover up then. You shouldn't be doing certain things then. You shouldn't be eating pork. All right, take it all literal then.
Now,
Nah,
what I'm saying,
if
she
you
brought
being
this up
literal,
last night too about the commandment. You thou shalt not have any other god before me. But you,
that's not a god unless you make it a god. Anything can be a god.
for sure.
Cigarettes can be a god. Watching TV can be a god. Getting tattoos can be, anything can be a god. So I just don't understand why this trend, why like the Divine Nine is being so like targeted in my opinion right now. Yes, I am partially biased, but also it just don't make sense. Like it don't make sense. I go back to, I leave out this. So Martin Luther the King, like, all right, whatever. Thank you guys for watching
I get
this episode.
to me,
that wasn't even
it
a
don't
topic today.
not make sense. That's my problem with it. Is that it is like
I can sell you on anything. I
well,
can sell you a cup of ice in Alaska if I'm a good salesman. Like, what does that mean?
so even a lot of them who say that they are having these spiritual encounters, you think they lying?
Okay, hold on. And we've had this conversation. Okay, it's people in the church who said God told them something that certain religious leaders don't believe God told them.
Yeah.
So that's just up to interpretation right there. Oh, God told me to. Okay, that's between you and God, because I don't know if that's true or
So
not.
you think
So
it
that
should
goes
just
to
be a
the church.
private thing? Like if you want to denounce, send your letter in and just
And
shut up.
I had a conversation with a friend who is Greek who, like, they have not denounced, but they also said, "Cause I said, okay, so why you got to do a video about it?"
Mhm.
Because in how some people take it is, oh, like you trashing the organization that you gave your money to, that you were the power of for X amount of years. And one of my friends who is Greek said, well, when you had a probate, that was a public showing of you joining the organization. So why can't you do a public showing of you disassociating with this organization? And I go back to, I think, because if you look at the comments on these videos and these posts, people feel offended because you're bringing religion into it. And so some people are being literal and saying, oh, so you saying I'm going to hell? So that's offensive.
I've never seen anybody say
people,
you going to hell.
what I'm saying is, well, if you saying it's interfering with your relationship with God, or saying you're putting that before God, then how are you going to heaven?
Well, that's getting into a whole deeper conversation.
Yeah, I know, but you saying as long as you accept the Lord,
Yeah.
but you get what I'm saying. Okay, but you're saying you're still putting a God before God permanently, since it's for life. So
yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
the whole thing, because what is it? Dad's in Omega Land, and like you had to have watched this thing from last night. And like you said, somebody can sell water to a fish. It's just to me. Okay, and we get in. To me, all I've ever seen people, and I'm not saying I agree with the denouncers. I'm being devil's advocate. The
You
people,
could be
all
what
I've ever
you
seen is
want to
people who are Greek.
be.
I've never seen them say,
But I also think this is in my opinion, a recent trend where you're gonna start seeing people do videos. I'll send it to you after this. I watched a video, happened to be from a frat brother that someone sent me last night. I think people are gonna start doing videos on the opposite side because they're getting tired of it.
Well, and maybe
I'm
y'all
about to do a
should,
video right now.
because I'm saying what I was about to say was I've not seen anybody in Greek life clearly spell out that what these people are saying is false, and not saying that it's
But
false just because it's
I'm
false.
not getting what I'm about to say. What part of it is false? Like some of what they're saying are. Some of them are saying what the ritual is. Some of them are saying, "Oh, like I said, for Delta Minerva." That's the only thing that's coming to my head right now. But like, okay, some of that is true. But that does not mean that we are worshiping those things. In this episode, man, before I start cursing,
Before you getting a little ticked off. It's just interesting to me. It's just an interesting.
and I want you to watch this link I just sent you after the show.
It's just interesting to me, just because it's like, and because I'm in the church, and so you bring up, even though I saw somebody one time say, because you say a whole lot of pastors and stuff are Greek, and somebody said, well, a whole lot of pastors
aren't doing right too.
Right.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it goes back to you can make anything a god before, but that's your choice.
Yeah.
There are some people who, their sorority or fraternity is their life in a bad way, because it's not bad that if your life is service, if that's what you're actually doing.
Mhm.
You can make anything. So I take it that people feel attacked. And I think that's why I'm passionate about it. And because you're bringing God into it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, so what are you saying I'm doing?
Well, some of them I've seen say part of the reason why they bring God into it is because the fraternity and sorority brought God into it. Not even talking about the Greek God, talking about the real God, how stuff be from the Bible. And they say, I'm being devil's advocate. I'm just telling you what they be saying. They say that Greek organizations have twisted scriptures. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. So I think I would love for certain big name pastors, male and female, who are a part of the Divine Nine, to have a discussion, to have a real, not just the I'm an AKA and I'm proud of it discussion, a real, this what the Bible
But I
say,
think
this what this is.
something, but also some things you don't, you know how some people say, I'm gonna get the saying wrong, but like sometimes it's not, it doesn't justify a response. Not saying, oh, you have something to hide, but okay, I'm not also about to just break down the ritual to you, which is every organization is different. Some people's ritual, it's like one copy of it and it can't be shared, it can't be duplicated. So it's like, I'm not about to sit here and share
Tell y'all secret.
all the intricate parts of the organization just because you did a video. So I understand, I think there should be a forum where people who are Greek explain, okay, and not just saying the headline of, okay, I still love God, but talking about it. And I think, like I said, I think you will start seeing more videos because people are getting fed up by it. So you might see more videos.
I hope so, because right now it's
annoying.
The scale is way tipped, because it's not enough Greeks defending their
but
position.
then some people are denouncing just because they thought the organization was going to be one thing and it's not, and some people are bitter. Let's go.
Y'all, Steven does not like this topic.
I like the topic. I'm just trying not to say more.
We need next week. Let's put that in the runner show, because that's it's just interesting to me, because I just want some clarity from both sides, because I don't see, because to me it almost feels as if somebody lying. Like now,
I just think it's some of it is your interpretation of it. It's not somebody lying. It's just like, okay, you could put 20 Christians in a room and they're all going to have different interpretations of the Bible. It's not someone's lying. It's they have different interpretations of what
Yeah.
The words ain't changed, but it's different interpretations. So show your shoe and let's get out of here, man. This is my kick. It's a lame little dunk. I'll probably have shown it. It's like off-white.
You've shown this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's our Christmas shoe, I think it was.
And we have made a shoe. We'll probably reveal it. This is about to be May, either end of May or beginning of June. Yeah. Thank you for watching the Dialed In Show. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. We'll see you same time, same place next week.
He denouncing or he on the opposite side?
No, Alpha.
Oh,
you need to listen to it.
Okay, yeah.
Goodbye, y'all.
All right,
goodbye.
Have a good week.